Hey world, I wanted to talk about recent political events like Trump, like on his first day of inauguration, he put out or announced a lot of executive orders to attack trans people, and I just want to educate you guys on what is happening, because I think it's very important that we talk about it and understand like our future or possible future. These haven't happened yet because they have to pass through Congress, and luckily there's a lot of states that are like protesting against this. First off, Trump's orders takes away anti-discrimination laws and erases the existence of trans, non-binary, and intersex people by saying that there are only two sexes, male and female. And I think somewhere in his spiel, he like kinda, because he doesn't know biology, so he was basically saying that everyone is female, which is just what? These orders would affect trans people with identification. Trump wants to make it so that you can't change your gender on your ID, which would be a safety issue, because like you show your ID like all the time, but if you show it to some stranger, you're basically outing yourself to whoever, like government officials or just whoever needs your ID, and then that like increases the chances of you being discriminated and harassed. So that's not good at all. But even worse is that one of Trump's orders was to move all trans women into men's prisons. That sounds like trans women who are already in prison, like incarcerated, and then move them from women's prisons to men's prisons. But for some reason, there wasn't like any order for like trans men going to women's prisons. So there's obviously a double standard here that's like very misogynistic and patriarchal. I wanted to not only educate you guys on what's happening, but also let you guys know that Trump is trying to get rid of trans people, but he literally cannot, because whether he believes it or not, we exist, and we are like, I'm saying we, like, I don't know who's, if you are trans, like the royal we, the trans community, we are all trans just by existing. Like, us existing is, powerful enough. Like, no, like, just because the government might not recognize it doesn't mean we're not real. And we're always going to be here, and it's important that we are here and we live our lives to the fullest, because that's, they don't want us, the government doesn't want us to live life, basically. But I think we should live life just despite them, because then we win, because we are living our best lives. And I know it's hard to, find joy and like be safe, but the solution the only solution I see is if us trans people like keep each other safe, we stick together, and we lean on each other for support, for joy, for community, you know, to make sure no one is alone. And because numbers is powerful. Once you have everyone together, there's not really much that can stop us if we're all like united together. So just make sure like you have people who support you, and stick around other trans people, like if you can find any in your area. And yeah, it's been affecting me a lot, and like my mental health. So I just want you guys to make sure you're safe, because I know how scary it is right now. But we'll get through this as a community, because we always have as a community. We've gone through a lot, and we will continue to go through a lot. But just be safe, and stay true to yourself.